honestly, just don't travel through Portal. The movies, they lie. Portal's travel's just not good. It makes you sick, like I am now. If you're wondering where I was on this planet called Titan, and I literally survived a person, I think his name is Thanos, or Vanos, I don't know, but honestly, I just survived, so, yeah. Look, just play the Marvel style intro while I just go puke over here. I feel much better now. Oh, only just a little bit, but I'll be fine. But anyway, welcome back to a new video review from Dreadwing 2029. I know it has been so long since I've done one of these. And to pretty much kick off the new video reviews, I'm starting with Transformers Studio Series Age of Extinction Stinger. Finally getting into the new figures of 2018. Studio Series has finally arrived here in Australia, in my local area, and it's good to have not one but two of these, since I actually also got Crowbar as well. So here's Studio Series Stinger. I think this car is called a Bugatti. It's not. It kind of sounds similar to Bugatti, as in Bugatti Veyron, but this car in real life is really, really fast. In Age of Extinction, Stinger and Galvatron are trying to catch the Autobots, and I'm not sure why in this car in particular I couldn't catch them, because this is really, really fast, as proven by Top Gear. If you haven't seen that, then check it out. But honestly, the vehicle mode looks exactly like that car. Very fast, very sleek. Has a nice Decepticon symbol on the front. Even has the saw blades, which will be essential in robot mode, on the side, so it can kind of act like a spy film where the saw blades come out of the side of the car and tries to take out the tires of the other vehicle. Underneath you can see the rest of the saw blades and pretty much most of the robot mode folded up, but that's not really new for Transformers. Back looks really nicely detailed as well. Nice black top. Not much to see in the windows, since it's kind of, other than the molded in wipers, but it's kind of a dark shaded window, so you can't really see much inside, which is quite honestly a good feature. How it rolls is depending on how much you transform it, and I kind of got kind of perfect, but I think the blades underneath, and even if you take off the blades, it's still like it's still messing with the rolling of the vehicle. That's kind of a bit of an issue with your transformation skills of this guy. And for a size comparison, here's next to the repainted Movie 1 Bone Crusher. You can tell how very sleek and very small this vehicle is compared to, a big landmine removal vehicles such as Bone Crusher here, a fellow Decepticon. So, to literally transform this guy, what I actually just honestly do, I just first remove these. These actually come to play in the robot mode, but you can just easily remove those, set them off the side just for later. And what you can actually do, if you got nails, which I don't, you can just literally just pop the roof off. Essentially, it's like this, and you can just leave that off to the side like that. Pretty much exposing pretty much the inner workings of the car, or looks like a car with its roof ripped off. And you can just pop these off as well, the front of the car. Again, I don't have any nails. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of like that. Now the car's split apart. And you can take that off. That's going to be the arms of this vehicle. And you go underneath, you just pop this out and rotate that around. That's obviously going to be the head. And then just bring these pieces together like so, but don't bring him all the way. We still got the legs to do, and of course the torso. And then what you want to do is you want to detach these pieces, back of the car, like that, and just bring the leg down, and that just comes down to fold onto the leg like that. And do the same on this side, like that, and then bring the legs down, fold down the footsies. That's essentially the legs done, and that was originally there, but you just pop that up for robot. And now this whole waist section, well, first you bring that kind of down a little bit, and then you rotate that. I don't know if you saw that, but you just take that. Oh, you need a little bit of clearance. You take that, that's where it was, and you just rotate that like there, and you just pop that on. That should click into place and it should hold. There we are, so it's kind of starting to fold together like a robot. Now I can kind of bring these kind of sort of together, these two pieces, and that's where the heads slash, I guess we call it a neck or collar piece goes, if you want to. This windshield piece just kind of folds back and just kind of folds on his arm. Actually, you just rotate it that way, then fold it back. Okay. And these front bits of the car just kind of, you can do whatever you want with them. You can have them as shoulder pads, you can kind of have it on the side, which I like to do. And now you just got the back bits, which that just kind of rotates and like that. And you take the blades, and it goes onto these pegs here, which are both double-sided, so you can put them inside or on the outside like that, whatever you want to do. That's your preference. It is your transformer. Personalization. So it should look like that. Pretty much like that. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Studio Series Stinger. Okay, I sort of admit that I wasn't kind of optimistic about him when I first saw him, but now that I got him in person, he's actually a lot better than I thought. Still not 100% sure about this chest though. You can kind of see a massive gap inside. Well, the wheels kind of cover up, but this gap in here doesn't really get covered. Maybe there's like a third-party upgrade kit for this set, just to cover up this bit. And I've seen the fan mode where they actually took the crotch piece, or this bit that's holding the chest together, the waist, and actually put it there. There will be a place to cover it up, but you know. And yes, the windshield kind of forms Stinger's weapon, essentially, the claw weapon from the movie, where the claws kind of formed on his hand, which is kind of like Megatron's murder arm. Right, hand down. There's some really cool detail, especially in the crotch piece, and also here it's very stylized. It kind of has the legs have the back of the car, but there's some detail there as well. Nice hands. So you got some detail on the legs. At the back. Push it back. So backpack looks pretty good. It's not too kibbly. It's, again, it doesn't really besides the actual front of the car and the back of the legs, this figure doesn't really have much kibble, and also this is pretty much technically his gun. But besides that, it's a very sleek, very nicely done transformation, and also I'm glad that Hasbro actually took the time to do a figure of Stinger. I thought they weren't going to do one, but now here it is. It's finally here. and it looks pretty good. Okay, for Stinger's movements, his little head can rotate side to side, and can also kind of look up and down a little bit as well, which is pretty good. And he has good 360 shoulders, and they also go in like that, and also bend at the elbow, and also have the elbow twist. And hands don't really have any articulation on the wrists because of its transformation and engineering. Waist doesn't have any articulation, but legs can go forward, they can go backwards and side to side, and has a nice bend at the knee as well. And no articulation in the foot. Sadly, you can't get him in a pose. Well, you can still get him in a pose without that, but it would just be nice. But there's Stinger's movement. Now for sizes, here he is next to a Titans Return figure, Titans Return Misfire, as you can see. And I'll just move it back for you. And here he is next to Age of Extinction Deluxe Bumblebee. So Bumblebee is a bit taller than Stinger, like very tall. But if he gets the Last Night Bumblebee, I think he will be like the same size as Stinger, but he's just a little bit taller to recreate the scenes. But still good to have both of these figures from Age of Extinction. But that's not the end of it, because Hasbro has provided us with this. It's the backdrops that the Studio Series figures come in, which actually gives us a scene from the movie. This one, since it's being Age of Extinction, is the battle scene in Hong Kong. You got like explosions, you got the ring. It reminds me of the bit where the Dinobots come in and just wreak havoc on these KSI bots. You can just fold it out from the package, or you can keep it, or you can throw it, whatever you want to do. But it's a nice display piece overall, and if I can get the camera in and zoom it in, it looks like, and get him in a cool pose, it actually like suits it very, very well. It looks like he's in that battle scene, and that's really, really something cool that Hasbro has provided for us. It's like the stands that come with Transformers Prime First Editions, where you can just stand and pose the figures. And with that, I'll give you the conclusion of Studio Series Stinger. I hope you enjoyed this video. I like the Studio Series so far, even though I already got two. Stinger's pretty cool, just a little bit small on the small side. Again, this gap in the chest is a bit annoying, but overall this is a pretty good figure, a lot better than what I had for him when I first saw him, the official pictures anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I am not dead, I didn't get killed by Thanos. That is a relief. But anyway, this has been Dreadwing 2029 signing out and saying hello to you all.